So Deadpool and Wolverine just got released, and all I can say is I fucking love this movie. And I recommend you guys go and see it as soon as you get the chance, because this is truly an MCU gem. But it got me thinking, Deadpool has been in so many parts of media nowadays, it's actually insane. I found out today that he's appeared in over 20 fucking video games, which is mental. So in today's video we're actually going to go over and see what kind of games he actually has appeared in. Most of them are X-Men, some of them are solo outings, and of course there's a few great favourites in there as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Start off, we're going all the way back to X-Men Rise of Apocalypse. Now this is one of my childhood games that I remember fondly playing. I never actually was able to play as Deadpool because I don't believe I got that far in the game, but this is the first appearance and the first proper character you can play as in this game, and as an unlockable. Now as far as I know, he doesn't really speak in the game, he just does a little bit of seriousness, which we know is not completely accurate to Deadpool's character, especially in the comics and the films. But for a first appearance, I'd say it's pretty solid. Now, going straight into Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. Now, Deadpool does evolve in both of these games. Now, he isn't one of the main characters or one of the main heroes in the game, but you do pick him up as you go along. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 are more action based with a more bird's eye view type gameplay. And it's great to see how he evolved from Ultimate Alliance 1 to Ultimate Alliance 2 graphic wise. You obviously have the occasional Deadpool abilities like the healing factor, his swords, his katanas, and his guns and whatever. Yeah, he's an all-round favourite character to play as in this game, and he gives you all the Deadpool arsenal at your disposal. And really, leave a like if you want to see Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 get a remaster, because these games are decades old at this point. Like, we need that a remaster as soon as possible, man. Now moving on to one of the better movie games, even though the movie was proper dog shit, we have finally get to X-Men Origins Wolverine, where we see the final boss of the Merc with no mouth. It's pretty funny considering Ryan Reynolds actually took this part in real life. Yeah, enough said about the boss fight. The boss fight is complete ass, but let's just talk about the design. I've never seen such a depressing Deadpool design in my fucking life. This is more like an experimental Deadpool they were going for in this movie and in the game. It's kind of just weird considering he has lasers coming out of his eyes, and he's also got two metal sticks that he fights with. Obviously trying to be his katanas, but come on, they're not going to be as good as his katanas. But all around, X-Men Origins Wolverine is probably one of the best Wolverine games we've had, up until of course Insomniac's Wolverine that we're going to be getting very soon. But yeah, I mean, it's always good to come back and revisit this game, even though how atrocious Deadpool really is in this. The next Deadpool appearance is actually a boss fight, in of course Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. This Deadpool takes away from some of the Ultimate comics, giving him a brand new design. And all around, the boss fight is relatively enjoyable, and I like the brand new take that they gave on Deadpool in this game. It was very unique. Now moving on is the first ever fighting game to feature Deadpool, and this is Marvel vs Capcom 3, and I've got some major nostalgia for this one. Released in 2011, this game did fairly well, gaining a really good score on Metacritic and being an all-time fan favourite. I know Deadpool would have been a popular character to play as in this game, as he was very popular back in 2011. But all in all, it's probably my first introduction to Deadpool in any type of game, and I think it's definitely one to be remembered forever. A quick honourable mention that he also appeared in Superhero Squad Online, which was a very old computer game back in the day. It's kind of sad that this no longer exists, but yeah, cool little Easter egg. He also appeared in a couple of mobile games like Marvel's Avengers Alliance and Marvel Heroes, which are just kind of boring games. I don't think they really dug up on Deadpool as a character, so let's just move on. This now brings us to the iconic Deadpool video game that some don't even know exists nowadays. This game didn't really have much of a runtime and even made much money, hence why the 100 million that was put into the game to make it successful, but that went all the way down the drain. Ever since the game got delisted, you can barely find this game online anymore. You literally have to pay 50 or 60 quid just to buy it outright. But all in all, this is probably going to be the only Deadpool game we ever get nowadays, because there is no announcement for even a sequel or spin-off to this game. So yeah, this is probably the end of it. Now we get into one of my personal favourites, LEGO Marvel Superheroes. And of course, Deadpool made a ton of cameos in this legendary game. And it's crazy that this is literally almost 11 years old. Like, god damn, where did the time go? From what I remember, you have to complete all the red bricks in all 12 of the LEGO Deadpool levels, and this is eventually how you manage to get Deadpool unlocked as a character. And voila, you've pretty much unlocked the best character in LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Funnily enough, LEGO Marvel Superheroes is the only game to actually feature Deadpool as a LEGO minifigure. Like, not even LEGO Marvel's Avengers even came close, or LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 came to adding him, which is pretty sad. This is like the only game that can actually play as Deadpool. Classic version of Deadpool, I may add. He also appeared in a couple of more mobile games such as Marvel Contest of Champions, just a 1v1 fighting game, and of course Marvel Pinball, which is just a pinball game. Something I didn't know was that he was actually also a playable character in Little Big Planet 3. I've never played that game, but it's pretty different nonetheless. And of course, no doubt if you were stuck in lockdown like everyone else was, you'd probably unlock Deadpool and the Battle Pass in Fortnite. Yeah, those were the good times, man. Good fucking times. He then of course appeared in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which has kind of got the same genre and basis as the first two games, and yeah, nothing really special with Deadpool going on here. And this of course brings us back to our last pick of Marvel's Midnight Suns. I'm not going to lie, this is probably the most visually appealing Deadpool we've had on a screen, not counting of course Ryan Reynolds' movies, but yeah, it's definitely one of the best visually appealing Deadpool costumes. And guys, leave a comment down below if you've played Midnight Suns. I've actually never tried bothering playing it because I think it's probably very boring for a video, but let me know if you ever think I should hop into that and if it is any good. My one gripe with this game is I don't think the style of this entire game and the genre theme of it is not really what kind of Deadpool should be in. It's more of a gritty, more Marvel game, and of course Deadpool is a lot more of a witty, cracking jokes character. But that is by far the only nitpick I have with him being in this game. Nonetheless, everything else is pretty much spot on. So guys, there you have it. There is pretty much every Deadpool cameo / appearance in every kind of video game he's been in up till this point. And I was genuinely surprised going through this list just how many games he was in. It's just insane. I think the next big appearance we need to see from Deadpool is of course in Insomniac's Wolverine, or even a boss fight within that game, because that would simply be perfect. And with that being said, let me know what you think is the best cameo that was seen in this video, and what was your one that you fondly remember. For me, it was always about LEGO Marvel Superheroes and Deadpool 2014. I think those games don't get really enough love now, and they are pretty simply forgotten about of how fast Deadpool was actually appearing in these games all the less. And also even Ultimate Alliance too. I mean, those games are definitely up there for a remaster, and especially with them coming up to like decades old. I mean, it's just insane how we haven't gotten a remaster from both of those games yet, as they were such iconic things in their own way. But nonetheless, let me know down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, and peace.